You wake up in the morning, lying in bed, scrolling through your phone. A small voice in your head says, "Get up, you've got things to do." But another whispers, "Just a little longer. It's so cozy here." This, right here, is your first battle of the day. The Bhagavad Gita speaks deeply about battles, not just those fought with weapons, but the ones that happen inside us. The daily war between our higher self and our lower self. One wants to grow, evolve, and do what's right. The other clings to comfort, fear, and resistance. In the Gita, Arjuna, a brave warrior, stands on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. But he's not afraid of dying. He's afraid of doing what feels emotionally painful. His enemies are his own relatives, friends, teachers. He's torn between duty and emotion, between clarity and confusion. Krishna, his guide and charioteer, reminds him, this war isn't just physical, it's spiritual. It's the same kind of war we all fight every day, the war of choices, of emotions, of responsibility. Anger, jealousy, anxiety, these are soldiers of our lower self. They rise when things don't go our way. But Krishna teaches, emotions themselves aren't bad. It's how we respond to them that matters. Every time you feel triggered, that's your moment. Do you react with anger or pause and respond with calm? Do you let fear stop you, or do you take a deep breath and move forward anyway? You won't always choose the higher path, and that's okay. The Gita doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for persistence. One of the Gita's core teachings is dharma, your purpose. When you know what truly matters to you, it becomes easier to make decisions aligned with your values. Dharma is like your inner compass, especially when emotions and temptations try to lead you astray. Krishna also speaks of detachment, not from effort, but from the results. In chapter 2, verse 47, he says, "You have the right to perform your duties, but not to the fruits of your actions. Do not be attached to the results. Success or failure, both are out of our control. What is in our control is our sincerity, our effort. This is the idea of nishkame karma, selfless action without attachment to outcome." When Arjuna was ready to give up, Krishna reminded him, avoiding your responsibility out of fear or attachment causes even greater harm. Whether you're a student, a parent, a creator, or a leader, your job is to act with honesty and integrity. The outcome, that's up to the universe. In chapter 2, verse 48, Krishna says, "Perform your duties with equanimity, abandoning all attachment to success or failure." Such even-mindedness is called yoga. This even-mindedness, this balance, is the real yoga. It's not just about physical postures. It's about how we live, how we think, and how we respond. Krishna also teaches us to rise above personal attachments. Arjuna hesitated because he loved the people on the other side. Krishna reminded him, their souls are eternal. The body may perish, but the soul continues its journey. Attachments cloud our judgment. But seeing others as eternal souls, not just as mine, helps us act with wisdom and compassion, not fear or guilt. Now, let's talk about the mind. In chapter 6, verse 6, Krishna says, "For one who has conquered the mind is the best friend. But for one who has failed to do so, it is the worst enemy." Our minds can lift us up or pull us down. Mastery over the mind is key to inner peace. Through self-awareness, routine, and mindfulness, we can train our minds to support us. Notice your thoughts. Reflect before reacting. Pause. Breathe. Journal. Sit in nature. This gap between stimulus and response, that's where wisdom is born. Finally, understand the bigger picture. In chapter 2, verse 13, Krishna says, Just as the soul passes through childhood, youth, and old age, it also passes into another body at death. The wise are not deluded by this. Life is full of transitions. Success and failure, joy and sorrow, all come and go. But the soul is eternal. The wise don't get too attached to the highs or crushed by the lows. And whenever there is a rise in injustice, Krishna says in chapter 4, I manifest myself, age after age, to protect the righteous, destroy evil, and restore dharma. That means, in times of darkness, light will always return. Dharma will be restored, and each one of us is part of that divine plan. So remember, your everyday life is your Kurukshetra. Your choices, emotions, habits, they are your battles. You are Arjuna. And within you there is a Krishna, your higher wisdom, always ready to guide. Choose the higher path, again and again. Not because it's easy, but because it's right. And every time you do, you win a battle worth celebrating.